The wooden door creaks open to the street. A sudden rush of wind around my feet. You shake the silver raindrops from your coat and clear the nervous tension from your throat. I hide behind the edges of my book, but steal another candlelit look. You order something warm to chase the chill, while time inside this cozy room stands still. The waiter brings a porcelain white cup. Just at the very moment you look up, our eyes connect across the narrow space. A sudden warmth is rushing to my face. No words are spoken in this quiet lounge, where lonely dreamers usually come to scrounge. But something beautiful has just begun beneath the setting of the autumn sun. The jazz plays on a hidden dawn. I saw you sitting by the window pane. The world outside was melting in the rain. A sudden spark inside this quiet room, a single flower starting now to bloom. You turned a page and brushed away your hair. I found myself just frozen in my chair. The gentle way you took a little sip, a silent word upon your smiling lip.
The jazz is playing with a mellow tone.
I realize I'm not in here alone.
My coffee cools upon the wooden space,
while I am captivated by your face. I never thought a Tuesday could be bright until you brought this lovely amber light. A brand new story waiting to be told, as afternoon is shifting into gold.
just watching from afar.
A shining, quiet star.
The aroma of the tea leaves fills the air. I notice how the lamplight hits your hair. You sit alone beside the window pane, just watching people hurry through the rain. My pen is hovering above the page. I feel like I am standing on a stage, trying to find the courage just to say a simple greeting on this cloudy day. You turn a page and softly start to hum a classic tune while tapping with your thumb. The rhythm matches exactly with my heart, a perfect canvas ready for the art. The afternoon is slipping into night. The cafe bathes in amber, glowing light. I leave my table walking over now. To introduce myself, I don't know how. A clearing sky, a sweet hello.
The aroma of the roasted hazelnut, a heavy door that slowly opens shut. You ask politely for an empty seat. My restless heart began to skip a beat.
Your coat was damp from walking in the street. You shook the water from your tiny feet.
I breathed the perfume lingering in air, and softly hoped you would move from there.
My book is open, but the words are blurred. My mind is hanging on to every word.
You speak softly to the waiter now. I wanna catch your eye, but don't know how.
The rhythm of the raindrops on the glass.
I watch the precious fleeting minutes pass, a quiet magic settling in the space, the sweetest puzzle I could ever chase. The storm is softly weeping, a secret I am keeping. A muted trumpet fills the smoking lounge, the velvet seats where quiet dreamers scrounge. Then out of nowhere comes a gentle grace, a lovely stranger in this lonely place.
You dropped a letter by the entrance mat. I picked it up and tipped my weathered hat.
Thank you kindly was your brief reply, but something lingered in your gentle sigh.
The shadows stretch across the marble bar.
You seem so close and yet you are so far.
A classic romance blooming in the mind, the rarest treasure anyone could find.
My hands are trembling just a little bit
Beside the candle that was
freshly lit. The evening promises a grand design. If only I could somehow make you mine.
the silence speaks so loud
Above the muted crowd. A record spins upon the gramophone, a velvet voice that makes a gentle moan. You tap your fingers on the table edge while I am standing on a dizzy ledge. The scent of roasted beans and polished wood. I'd pause this precious second if I could. Your laughter chimes across the crowded room and chases out the winter's heavy gloom. I sketch your profile on a napkin square, the elegant and lovely clothes you wear. A mystery I really want to solve, as all my previous worries just dissolve. You gather up your scarf to finally leave. I wear my beating heart upon my sleeve. Excuse me, miss, you left your silver pen, hoping that I will see your face again. A subtle smile, a lingering thought. The city hum is muffled by the glass. I watch the weary silhouettes that pass. Among the shadows you are shining clear. a melody that only I can hear. We ordered tea from menus worn and old. You shivered slightly from the autumn cold. I wished I had a jacket I could lend to be a sudden, unexpected friend. The twilight settles on the avenue, and all my thoughts are gravitating to. I trace the rim of porcelain and clay, and wonder what a bolder man would say. You fold your napkin, getting ready now. Time, but don't know how. A fleeting moment, precious and profound. The softest footstep making not a sound, walking out the door, leaving me wanting more.
The stars are hiding in the velvet sky. The city streets are finally completely dry. I came in here to finish up my work, but in the shadows lovely feelings lurk. You sit across the aisle, so lost in thought, a masterpiece that destiny has brought. The ticking of the old grandfather clock is counting every step upon the block. sigh escapes your painted lips as coffee drips upon your fingertips. I pass a tissue with a steady hand and enter into some enchanted land. Thank you so much, you whisper very low, the sweetest sound that I will ever know. The midnight hour feels so strangely bright, bathed in the magic of this starry night. The keys are still, the mind is full.
The vintage clock is ticking soft and slow. The jazzy tune is playing sweet and low.
I used to love this solitude and peace, but now I want this mystery to cease.
You write a note upon a napkin square with such a deep and captivated stare. Are you composing poetry or rhyme, or simply passing this delightful time?
A gentle nod acknowledging my gaze,
a clearing path within this smoky maze.
we share a smile across the wooden floor,
A feeling that I've never felt before. The bass is walking down a darkened scale.
beginning of a fascinating tale. I sip my water trying to compose a calm demeanor, striking up a pose.
That little smiling glance, a quiet, lovely dance.
The twilight paints the ceiling gold and blue. My solitary days are finally through, because you walked into this quiet space and brought a sudden, unexpected grace. You wear a coat of darkest emerald green, the most beautiful picture I have seen. My study notes are scattered on the floor. I simply cannot focus anymore. band begins to play a mellow chord, the finest gift that I could be afford. You gently sway your shoulders to the beat, making this quiet evening so complete. I wonder what your name could truly be, and if you'd ever share a drink with me. The story opens on a brand new page, stepping onto this romantic stage. The evening falls, the future calls.
The chandelier is casting crystal light, chasing away the shadows of the night. You trace the rim of your martini glass and watch the blurry figures as they pass. I sit pretending I am reading news while getting tangled in these lovely blues. A subtle fragrance drifting in the breeze that brings my heavy logic to its knees. Drop your silver lighter on the ground. It makes a sharp and sudden ringing sound. I pick it up and offer it to you, not knowing what else I am meant to do. You are too kind, you say with sparkling eyes, a moment that took me by sweet surprise. The waltz continues spinning round and round, the finest treasure I have ever found. The dance begins inside my mind.
The gramophone is spinning vinyl dreams. The afternoon is tearing at the seams. A rush of joy I cannot quite explain, like stepping barefoot in a summer rain.
Your laughter chimes above the melody, a secret song intended just for me.
You look out at the passing clouds above, and I am falling gently into love.
cherry pie.
I try to catch the color of your eye.
The silver fork is resting on the plate.
I wonder if this meeting was just fate.
The needle reaches right
Until the end,
a lovely message I intend to send.
before you gather up your things to leave, I'll wear my foolish heart upon my sleeve. The music slows right down in this sleepy town. Autumn leaf blows through the open door and settles quietly upon the floor. You brush it gently with your leather shoe, and suddenly I'm mesmerized by you. The waiter pours another cup of brew. I try to hide my fascinating view, your fingers turning pages of a book. I memorize your every single look. Devlin rush has finally died down in this sleepy, forgotten little town. We are the only patrons left inside, with nowhere left to run and nowhere left to hide. You close your novel with a heavy sigh and look directly right into my eye. A silent conversation in the dark, igniting such a beautiful bright spark. The leaf remains, the memory stays. The air is heavy with a sweet perfume, a cozy corner in this hidden room. I practice introductions in my head, but leave the sentences completely unsaid.
You softly hum along the radio, a classic tune from many years ago.
Your fingers tapping softly on the wood. I'd pause this very second if I could.
sun is dipping low behind the street.
I watch the shadows resting at your feet.
A sudden breeze comes rushing through the hall
And makes the stack of daily papers fall. I rush to help you gather up the mess. A lucky chance, I clearly must confess.
Our fingers briefly touch upon the floor,
And now I know what I was waiting for. A word I couldn't say has found a different way.
The station clock is striking nearly 5. I've never felt so wonderfully alive. You wait beside the counter for your treat, making the bitter coffee taste so sweet. A woolen sweater and a knitted cap, a folded map is resting in your lap. I wonder where you traveled to today, and if I might just join you on the way. The whistle blows from somewhere far away, a signal at the closing of the day. You take your pastry in a paper bag, while my courage is beginning to lag.
Excuse me, is this seat taken by chance? I ask you, stepping into this new dance. You shake your head and pull the chair aside, welcoming me upon this magic ride. The journey starts
To quiet hearts.
The frost is painted on the window pane. The winter chill is making its domain. But sitting here beside the glowing fire, I feel a sudden beautiful desire. You take your scarf and wrap it loosely round. Your silken voice produces such a sound, a breath of springtime in the freezing cold, the greatest treasure that my eyes behold.
You read a novel with a crimson spine. I secretly just wish that you were mine.
The fireplace is crackling with the wood. I finally have simply understood. This quiet cafe is a hiding place where I discovered your angelic face. The snow is falling heavy in the night, but in my heart the sun is shining bright. December fades away, a sunny, perfect day. The jazz quartet is playing out of tune beneath the rising of the silver moon. But I don't care about the harmony, because your presence is enough for me. You mix the sugar with a tiny spoon, humming along to this forgotten tune. I leave my documents completely blank, with only you and destiny to thank. The fireplace is crackling in the back, burning the logs upon the iron rack. The warmth is spreading slowly through my chest, putting my anxious, busy mind to rest. You catch me staring, give a little wink. My mind goes blank, I don't know what to think. The canvas of my life is painted new, with colors radiating straight from you, a masterpiece, a sweet release. 3 o'clock, the hour of the day when all the busy noises fade away. I look toward the corner by the door, just like I did the afternoon before. Will you be walking through that frame of glass and smile politely to me as you pass? The empty chair is waiting just for you beneath the awning painted navy blue.
And then I hear the ringing of the bell, casting such a captivating spell. You step inside and shake the autumn chill. My racing heartbeat simply won't be still.
You take your usual spot against the wall and answer to the waiter's gentle call.
My daily ritual is now complete. The world is looking wonderfully sweet.
The chair is filled once more, the one I'm waiting for. The final chord is ringing softly out, a quiet triumph so fucking down.
Before you leave and step into the night, I'll gather courage, step into the light.
Excuse me, miss, I couldn't help but see the greatest words that ever came from me.
You turn around with such a warm surprise,
and dawn is breaking right before my eyes.
I wondered if you'd like to share a tea.
You nod your head and kindly smile at me.
The jazz band starts another happy tune beneath the rising of the silver moon. We pull our chairs together side by side.
No more secrets, nothing left to hide.
A brand new rhythm for a brand new day.
The vintage jazz has swept my heart away.
The story has begun beneath the shining sun. The neon sign is buzzing on the street, a steady rhythm like a heartbeat. You take the final sip from out your glass, waiting for the midnight hour
to pass. I gather up my papers from the desk, feeling completely, wonderfully picturesque. The air is thick with things we haven't said. A million thoughts are racing through my head. You put your jacket on and turn to go, moving so beautifully, soft and slow. I realize I cannot let you leave without a trick hidden inside my sleeve. I hold the heavy door to let you through and say I love sharing this space with you. You smile and say I'll be here tomorrow night, and everything in life is suddenly right. The door swings shut, the future